The Nets offered the opportunity, he said, to join his best friend in the league. Paul, do you share Kevin's confidence that going for the Nets with Kyrie was the right choice, especially because he did know when he signed, obviously, he'd have this dead year of recovering from the Achilles?
Well, this is what I think. I think, he has some things he wants to fill for his career by going to Golden State. One was win a championship. Mm-hmm. He already won an MVP in OKC, fulfilled that. Then he moved on to Golden State. But another thing that was left out is I think he believes that he doesn't get enough recognition. Mm-hmm. I still believe KD believes he's the best player on the planet. And when he won those 2 championships, he didn't get that recognition. So that is probably the reason he wants to go to the Nets and show people that he could be that player again. Now, after coming off an Achilles injury, I don't know if that's possible, but I think that all had to take place in his thinking and going to the Nets. I think he knew he wanted to go there probably in training camp last year, that this would be his last year in Golden State.
And you remember, it was opening week of last season that we saw that argument with him and Draymond, so it was obviously all bubbling up even then.
Yeah, I mean, I think the weird thing is this is a guy who, by his own words, happiness has not been easy to capture, right? Or if he captures it, it's fleeting, right? So he's got an up and down kind of experience in Golden State, even though it was a lot of winning. You would think there should be no up and down there, but he had it. So he's going to go to Brooklyn, and it's a new place with new people who got to get accustomed and acclimated to all over again. That's beyond him rehabbing. But now he's got to do it with another guy who also is famously very up and down, who famously happiness is hard to grasp onto. And so when you got this many people who are kind of inconsistent in their mood, the more you have of that, the harder it is to control the situation. So I don't know if he's going to find what he's looking for in Brooklyn. I do know it's not going to be as easy as he probably thinks it is because of all the newness.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm confused, really.
Right.
I'm really confused.
Dennis Rodman said here is like, why?
Right. I'm really confused by the move and, him getting with Kyrie. I just, these two guys, they've been kind of a little bit weird to me over the last few years. They're different. We'll call them different. It's been a little bit weird, the comments they say, and bring back the earth is flat. A lot of different things been said.
But you put them together.
That's Kevin Durant into the earth being flat. That is not fair.
These guys got some interesting
They different.
That's right. By the way, I said during the break that Paul has done everything because we're talking about your Team USA experience. Talk to him about being a Net. Oh, he's done that too. I do want to get to KD mentioning in the piece how he felt about the Warriors offense. Here was this quote: "The motion offense we run in Golden State, it only works to a certain point. So now I have to dive into my bag deep to create my stuff on my own. Off the dribble, ISOs, pick and rolls, more so than let the offense create points for me." Do you agree with this?
I'm going to go to Paul
first.
This
is part about what I'm talking about. You play for the #1 offense on the planet. You guys are winning championships, but then there's a complaint. Like, of course, the defense is going to get tougher the later rounds you get. But at some point, you intermix a lot of one-on-one with the system. The system worked.
Right.
It wasn't broken, and the reason they only lost this year is because of the injury. So this is the type of stuff I'm talking about with KD. I don't get what he's searching for. Like, it worked what you were doing.
But not more than that. One of the reasons he left Oklahoma City was, man, it's too much individual stuff. It's so hard to create my own offense.
Right.
And so you go to a place where they literally everything is just humming, and now it's like, well, I don't get enough ISO stuff. And that's what I'm talking about. This is someone where happiness is hard to grasp for him. So if you're not happy, like he said, playing in an offense that makes everybody a threat, then it's tough. And by the way, I would disagree with it only works up to a point. It worked pretty well last year in the conference finals. It worked pretty well before he got there. It worked pretty well even after he got. Remember that first finals?
Sure,
remember when he's coming down in the break and Steph Curry's on one wing and Clay's on the other, and all the defense goes like this, and everyone's like, you just like Kevin Durant have a wide open layup. That's the offense. That wasn't anyone's individual greatness. So, I mean, look, God bless him. If he thinks he's not going to find it in Golden State, he's free to look for it somewhere else. But it's just one of those things. Is that what you really want?
I just think it's unfortunate, and obviously, it's unfortunate for so many reasons that he had the injury he had, that he's going to sit out this year. If he was going to make a change, you want him to be able to just start, right?
Yeah.
If he and Kyrie could start together on this team where Brooklyn has such a good culture, I would really buy.
That would have been nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
He can make a whole new place for himself here. He can really change his spot in the game and how people think of him, and doing it in a market like New York where it's just so big, right? You're just getting proportionally a bigger percentage of the basketball audience to come on that ride with you because they're supporting your team. But now he's going to have this weird situation through no fault of his own where he's got to sit back and be the outsider again for the year, because we know how separated guys get during rehab, and then try to integrate again the following season. So we'll see how that goes.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports analysis and highlights, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.